We are live. As we do with every week, we will wait just a few minutes, maybe a minute and a half, let people fill in. If you're not here yet, we'll just look at the beautiful dart here. Been in hibernation for like the past, I don't know, month and a half, maybe longer. Haven't done a thing. What's going on, guys? Hello, hello. Glad you're here, glad you're here. Just checking out the dart. We're going to do some stuff to it tomorrow. Hello, Kevin. Junkyard Digs. Everybody go subscribe. Haven't done much to it. Just not really anything since Power Tour. I got a funny story. I'll tell you guys how I broke it. What's going on? How did you break it? I'll tell you. I'll tell you. This car stays broken, but that's the fun about it. You know, there's always something to break. You got to fix it. And, I mean, that's the point of an old car. I mean, if it doesn't break, then are you really driving it? You know what I mean? Don't even start with the painting the Charger. Yeah, you're right. JRC99, he's quick with the Charger paint comments, but no. General Egg. Yeah. Hello, guys. How you doing? If it's broke, it can be fixed. Oh, yeah, it can be fixed. It's nothing bad. Yeah, it always breaks. How's it going? Hello, everybody. All right. Yeah, the Roadkill Maserati got stolen. I saw that. That was pretty sad. I hate that. That's ridiculous. I don't get it. I mean, it's just so stupid. Kevin, calm down in the group chat. Hey, Mike. Everybody go subscribe to Classic Mustangs 429. He followed through with you guys. So follow through with him and subscribing. He told you guys if he got to 2,000 subscribers that he would do a live stream, and he killed it with the live stream. And then he uploaded a video right after that, so that was pretty awesome. So go subscribe if you haven't done it yet. And Thunderhead289. I don't know if he's going to show up this time. He didn't respond in the group chat, but he just might. And he actually is involved with the story of me breaking the car. So I think we got enough people in here. We'll tell the story. And I'll probably have to tell it again. But anyway, Luke was riding with me whenever Kevin and Luke came down. I think Kevin, he actually got in the pool. Yeah, he was in the pool during this because it was really hot. And he's like, I'm just going to go get in the pool, guys. Is that okay? I was like, I don't care. And he jumped in the pool, and then I didn't see him for like 30 or 40 minutes. But me and Luke got in the car, and I knew that the heater core had dripped a little bit. And I was like, oh, it'll be fine. I'll take Luke around the block, and it won't be a big deal. Look how nasty this thing is, by the way. I haven't washed it. It's been in like storage or whatever, so I haven't even. This thing is filthy. It's disgusting. It drives me crazy. Anyway, what happened was why would I paint it? It's already painted, man. It's just dirty. Anyway, I took Luke around the block, and I was like, all right, I'll wind it out first and second gear just for fun, and I did, and Luke's like, yeah, this is cool. This is cool. Next thing you know, coolant just starts flying everywhere and nearly drowns Luke with hot antifreeze in the passenger seat. And he's like, ow, why is this hot? Why is this hot liquid flying at me? He's like, I thought it was raining at first. And sure enough, he was being soaked with antifreeze from the heater core. So the heater core is corroded at some point or is rusted out, which it could be stopped up as well because the heater doesn't really work that well in this car. So I'm thinking that it's a factory heater core. I actually took and put a 73 or 4 Duster non-AC heater box in this thing because this is a factory air car. As you can see, I had to make an adapter plate to put the smaller blower motor on it for like the non-AC car or like for the non-AC heater box because I wasn't going to run air on this thing. But so I'm going to have to take it out and fix it. So yeah, it covered Luke, and he said it scalded him. You didn't know? Did you know? Yeah, we told you the story, Kevin. Yeah, we told it to you right when we got back. Okay, we got some donations. Okay, Random Things 1234 sent me 99 cents. Thank you very much. Then Derek sent me $1. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. And then we got $5. It ain't that dirty. Yeah, I mean, it's not that dirty, but it's still super dirty. But thank you. I appreciate that. Cutter Webb. How did you guys I knew Kevin knows the story. He just has the worst memory of anybody I know, so he doesn't remember. But I didn't tell Mike because he wasn't here. But Yeah, he got covered in it. If I wish Luke was here to tell his part of the story, because and Luke was, even after all these, even after I nearly killed him with hot antifreeze, he was kind enough to grab a rag and wipe down my seat. I didn't even ask him. He just did it out of the kindness of his heart. Even after I almost killed him. Bypass it till you have a new heater core. Well, I was gonna bypass it, but then I thought, why not just do it all at once because it's so simple. I have one coming tomorrow, a heater core for this thing. So I'm just gonna do it once and just fix it because it's no big deal. I was gonna bypass it, but then, just extra effort. That explains why I never heard it. Yeah, you see, Mook, that's why you never heard it, because Kevin has the worst memory. Rip the Egg Vengers. Yeah, yeah. We almost killed Luke. I almost killed Luke multiple times while they were here. I almost killed Kevin. Well, he was in the car when I almost killed both of them. But Luke, he really was just, I think he had a death wish while he was here. Rip the Digsbury. Yeah, pretty much. Is that a Hemi? No, this is a 360. Buy a real muscle car? No such thing. I'd love to help, but my baby. Let's see. Wait, what? I'd love to help, but my wife and I just added a baby boy to the family. Congratulations. That's awesome. It needs a good paint job. It has a good paint job. What are you talking about? It's actually shiny. It's the only car I have that has nice paint. It's just filthy. Random Things 1 2 3 4 sent another 99 cents. Thank you. Throw an egg at the heater core. Hey, actually, that's actually a trick that works. I have never tried it myself, but I've seen people do this. Like if you have a busted radiator or something, and it's leaking somewhere, and it's like a small leak. I have heard of people taking and cracking an egg and dropping it down in the radiator, and that can stop it up for like a temporary fix. That and pepper. I think I've actually tried pepper, but yeah, that's a thing you can do. What transmission? This is a 904. What car is this? This is a 72 Dodge Dart Swinger. Car looks amazing. Thank you. So I watch NASCAR. I do not. Sad for the car. Oh, the car's fine. I drove it in here. It's nothing hurt. It's just filthy. But, I mean, I'm going to... well, it's supposed to rain tomorrow, so I probably won't wash it tomorrow. But I'm hoping that I can get the heater core fixed, and we'll be done. I might put a different thermostat in it, because I don't know if the thermostat's working anymore. What car is this? 72 Dart Swinger. Dodge. How are those Champion radiators? Are they any good? Yes, I love this thing. And the only thing about it, though, is they claim... I think that depending on your water pump situation... will tell you whether or not you can use the electric fan on this side of the radiator. I talk about it in the video that I made when I installed all this. The problem that I ran into was whenever the fan pulley was on, I couldn't get the electric fan to fit between here and here. So what I did, I just flipped the blades and made it a pusher fan. So that way I can use it as like an extra, like a backup. So I'm still running the mechanical fan like normal, and let's say I'm in traffic and the thing gets hot, then it'll start pushing air through the radiator. And it worked really well. It was fantastic on Power Tour. Now, if I didn't put this thing in there before Power Tour, I would have never made it. Do you still have the Little Red Express truck? Yes, Dad still has it. Do not do that. Do not do what? I don't know what you're talking about. What do you think about truck bodies on muscle car chassis? It's a little vague. What is the problem? Oh, heater core's busted. Love your videos. I miss working on classics. I grew up in an auto restoration shop. I wish I was down your way. I'm up in northern Michigan. We got snow already. I'm so sorry. That sounds unfortunate. Shout out to Donna. Have you found a home for the orange step side? Yeah, it's right out there. It's gonna chill out right there where it belongs. Random Things 1 2 3 4 keep sending 99 cents. That's funny. Thank you. Where's the ratty charger? It's right there. Can I zoom? I can zoom on this. I saw Mike doing that. I was like, I didn't know you could do that on here. But look at that. I can zoom around. That's cool. Fix it and just wash it. It's an awesome dart, man. Hurry up and finish the charger. Man, that's going to be a lot of effort. But yeah, we're working on it. We actually made a ton of progress this week, and hopefully going to make some more progress maybe tomorrow. Have a 72 dart I'm fully restoring and put in a 5.7 from an 05 RAM. Wow. Josh Lafoon, is that how you pronounce it? $9.99. Look at you. You guys are awesome. You don't have to donate. You don't have to send me any money. I don't expect any of it, but anything that you send is definitely appreciated. Going right back in here. Get a bigger air cleaner. No, this one works perfectly fine. Where's charger? Charger here. Random things 99 cents. Little Red Express truck is not in here. Hey Kevin. My name's Kevin. Kevin, you have friends now. Do you drag race? I have. I've made a couple videos of drag racing. I did, what did I race? I raced a police car in my truck a couple times. Same setup on the Stang. Why do you guys want me to say meow? Right meow. I'm saying meow, right meow. I said meow. Leave me alone. The guys in the group chat are telling me to say meow, and I just had to say meow, like right meow. So now, or meow, this is a radiator that I like. I don't want to keep it going. So stupid. Have you ever thought of atomic EFI for any of these cars? Atomic. I've heard of that, but I haven't looked into them. So I can't say that I've thought about it, but it's something I would look at. Now this thing is actually getting Phytech, so I could check out atomic. I'll look into it. It's a metal flake paint. This is a metallic paint. It's 1969 B5 blue. You can kind of see it a little bit there. Look at there, Mike. Classic Mustangs 429. Just sub, but please don't go on the clickbait train. Have you seen Cold War Motors? Yes, I have. Where he spliced that two-door. That was pretty cool. I like the manifolds. Had headers that hit the ground and leaked. I want to put headers on this thing. Whenever I put the car together the first time, that's all I had. And I've talked about this before with this car. I did things to this thing because it was the only option. So I'm gonna put some headers on it. I haven't figured out what yet. The problem with these cars is that there's just not a lot of room, especially in this area right here. Over here is fine, but when you get over here, it gets really cramped. So I don't know what I want to go with just yet. I just got a giant metal splinter in my finger changing tires. I'm sorry. Cop wheels and everything. Absolutely. Look at those bad boys. Cop wheels. Cop wheels. Look at that. We're working on a 49 Chevy 3100, but it was thrown on top of a 72 Chevelle. A bunch of high school students put together in the 80s. Huh. It's pretty neat. Mike, leave me alone. I'm trying to focus, and you're driving me crazy. Random Things 1234 sent 99 cents. This guy, he's on it. Hey, I'm Connor. Live in Australia. Keep doing all the videos. Keep doing all the vids. Helps when I'm getting treatment for cancer. It means a lot, job. I hate to hear that, but I'm glad that you're watching. I appreciate that. And best of luck to you. Do you know any place I can get floor pans? For what vehicle? Because this car in particular you can get from AMD. A lot of stuff you can get from AMD for more popular stuff. Where do you store your cars? Right here. Where's Thunderhead 289? I don't know. I can't find him. I alert the group chat and let them know that I was going live so they could all join in. But Luke he's a busy guy. Munsky's Mechanical Madness and $1. Thank you. That was a very hard word to read, but thank you. Hachi has a suspension for your dart. Yeah. I would like to actually upgrade the suspension on this thing. I want to do all tubular and fully adjustable suspension and nice shocks. I don't know about the rear. I do want to add a rear sway bar, though, to the back. This thing sits pretty low. It handles pretty nicely for what it is. That's the good thing about these little darts is that regardless, you know, it's super old technology, but it handles pretty well. So I did add new polyurethane sway bar bushings to the front of this thing. Back before I did Power Tour, you cannot see it, of course, but it's under there, I promise. Excellent. Yes. Your charger is amazing. Don't paint it. You're right. Random things 1, 2, 3, 4. 99 cents again. Dylan, my name is Dillian too. Yeah. B5 blue is a nice color. It is. That, and the worst part about this car is keeping it clean, because I'm used to not having to wash things, but this thing I like to keep clean, and it's a struggle. How much gas you go through on one tank? I go through, let's see, how much gas do I go through on one tank? One tank. I don't know what that means. I think it's like a 15-gallon tank. You plan on selling the orange step side? No. You know a YouTuber named Jay Smart? Yeah, I do. Yeah, I've watched this stuff before. He's actually been on the live stream, I think once. Let me bring the cord around here. Look here, we're the old ball and chain again. Where was I at? What's up? You guys are killing it with these donations. I don't even know, like, what. I like it, but, I mean, you don't have to, but, I mean, whatever you feel compelled to do. Would you ever consider doing a slant 6 with a dual single barrel carb setup? I believe it's called an Offenhauser. Do they make dual single barrels? I've seen the two barrels. Or no? Yeah, you're right. I mean, yeah, if that's what you want to do, go for it. I actually have a 4-barrel Offenhauser intake. It's aluminum, but I don't know what I'm going to do with it. What kind of the horsepower is the Charger going to have? I have no idea. Jason LaFoon, $2.99. You're killing it. Thank you. Even though you're building this car, are you going to still buy other cars to rebuild? Always. Yeah, there's always time to buy other stuff. Look how dirty this thing is, though. Man, it makes me sick. But it's okay. I love the cam in your Dart. Comp, right? Yeah, it's a Comp XE268. Amazing. Build a custom set of headers. I don't think I'm that smart. Mike, could you come build me some headers? Is Luke here? Where? I didn't see his comment. Or is just Mike calling for Luke? Oh, there he is. Okay, I see this next comment. Random things 1, 2, 3, 4. Man. Do you watch Junker Up? Yeah. Thunderhead 289 is hiding under a rock. Yep, probably. He's busy, guys. He's working, probably. Or doing something. There's no telling. He's always on the go. The F100 Thunderhead putting together is pretty sweet. Yeah, it is. And he's actually he got his car moved to a new shop, his Galaxy. He's got it moved to a shop to start working on for Power Tour, and that's a sweet car. It looks nice, Dylan. Thank you. What's exactly wrong with it? The heater core went bad. McTaggart, what's going on, man? Glad you're here. We're just talking about the Dart, talking about how dirty it is and how the heater core blew up on me. You're so cool. Do some roadkill stuff like getting a 67 GT500 and restoring that. Okay. I'll write that one down. Hey, Dylan, I'm curious. How did you break your car? Heater core. Random things 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. Appreciate it. Married with Children is now on Hulu. I got to go check that out. I still say you need an Al Bundy cardboard cutout for car shows. I agree. I agree. What kind of car is this? It's a 72 Dodge Dart Swinger. 10th of arch windows. I considered it. My dome light doesn't work. Ignore that. There you go, guys. You can look at my white interior. Where was I at? Real nice car, Dylan, and the engine looks nice. Thank you. Making sure you know because you'll be making videos about cars. I don't know what that comment means. I'm sorry. You're welcome for the money. Yes, thank you, Random Things 1234. I appreciate it. Hold on. I wonder if I can light this. Can I light this up? Check out this ricey little glow shift tack that I got back in high school. I love this thing. It's pretty cool. You can do all sorts of weird stuff with it, make it change colors, because, I mean, the most important part of a tachometer is to be able to change the color, right? You can make it alternate. Oh, and this one is cool. It just kind of transitions between it. Heater core sucks. Imperial runs. Yeah, I saw your video on Facebook. That was awesome. I bet that felt nice. Get that thing to run. I'm new and just subbed. Thank you. Hey everybody, how's it going? What gears in your 8 3/4 and what case? Right now it's a. Whoop, almost dropped, guys. There we go. Okay, sorry about that. What was I saying? Oh, it's got 323s in it right now. It's an open 323, and I think it's a. Is it a 741 or a 2? I don't remember. They're just temporary because my 391s were garbage. Where's Repo? He's in the house. He didn't want to come out. It's cold. Just subbed and liked. Thank you. Those are not the original seats, are they? No. I think this car would have come with a bench seat. It was. I think the car was originally. Was it white? Yeah, it was originally white with either gold or green interior. I don't remember. But no, this is not the original seats. These are actually like kind of a Dart Sport. And that's the steering column and steering wheel for my Dart Sport, center console for my first Dart Sport. What else? What else came from that car? I don't remember. Interior-wise, I think that's all of it. And then the whole suspension setup came from my Dart Sport. Fire it up. That's not a bad idea. How much battery do we have? Okay, we're good. Tell you what, let me just open this door so I don't die. Ricer, yeah. Yeah, the Ricer was full tilt back in high school. You gonna stay? Okay. What happened to the Dart Sport? I sold it. Well, actually, hold on. Will you stay now? There it goes. Okay. The Dart Sport, I sold it after I took all the parts that weren't any count and put on this car. Like, I took the whole front suspension, power steering and everything, the power brake set up, so it's got big bolt pattern disc brakes in the front and then a big bolt pattern rear. And that was the whole point of that. That car was actually a pretty nice car. But this car was small bolt pattern, drum brakes all around, and I changed all that out. And the tires. The tires these are BF Goodrich Radial TAs, 245 60/15 in the back, and then 205 60s in the front, all on 15x7s. How's the charger going? I did a lot of work to it. Video coming out tomorrow on this car, so go check that out. Where's the truck? The truck is... That's Dad's truck right there. We'll walk around there and look at it here in a second. Would you consider going back to 391s? I was only going to do it just for fun in this car, just to see how they worked before I put them in the Charger, but that didn't happen because they were bad. But yeah, I would like to try them out. Where did the keys go? I think they're in it. Random Things 1234 again. Thank you. Turn the radio down. Make sure I don't get copyright. stupidly bright headlights. They blind everybody, but they're good. Send it to 7K. Yeah, my headlights are bright, Mook. To comp XE268 through 2.5-inch 40 series Flowmasters, and they're dumped right before the rear axle, which I don't like because it shoots dust everywhere. So I'd like to fix that. I need to turn my lights off. I gotta fix that too. Ooh, covering you guys up, sorry about that. I gotta let my phone charge a little bit, and then we'll go outside. I just subbed not long ago, and I've started watching your videos from the very first one that you posted. Thank you. How cold is that there? How cold is it there? Egg. I think it was... I think the high today was maybe 50, but right now it's probably in the 30s. I think. Tailpipes or dumps? It is 40 series dump right before the rear axle. Christmas is coming. That means it's almost time for eggnog. Yep, very true. Enjoy watching your work on your auto from Texas. Thank you. What kind of car you think is the best to do a project on for winter? Whatever you get your hands on. Just work on something. Great down-to-earth channel and work you're doing. Keep up the great work. I think I'm falling for Mopar power. Thank you. I appreciate you watching. Let's avoid the egg things this time. I don't think the egg comments could ever leave. That's just the problem. They're never going to leave. What tires do you have in your Dart? 205 60s on the front, 245 60s in the rear on 15x7s. Tack is a glow shift tack. It was like the cheapest one they had. Come to North Dakota, your fans are up here. We're all over the place. My car blew up this weekend. Well, that sucks. Egg is here to stay. Yep, egg-tastic. Here comes the egg comments. Junkyard Diggs and Thunderhead brought me here. They're good guys. When will the charger be ready? Ooh, quite a while. Quite a while. What happened? Heater core. Oh, there's the egg emojis. Egg emojis. Which battery do you have? Yeah, let me let my phone charge because it doesn't care to sit outside. This thing I'd rather not let it sit outside. What the egg, man? Consider any 50s cars in your future. Yes. I would love to have like a mid to late 50s Plymouth or Dodge. Maybe even like a Chrysler, any of those. But I like a 60 Dodge or a 60 Plymouth. Those look good too. What color are you going to go with the Charger? That's how you see it. That's how it is. Can't do egg emojis. That makes me sad. Man, I'm sorry. I hate it. Will you take the Charger to the Power Tour next year if it's finished? Yes, I will. That's the whole goal right now. If we can make it on time, which hopefully we can, we're going to get the Charger ready for Power Tour. It's not looking like too much at the moment, but yeah, that's the goal. And we'll be going there with Mike from Classic Mustangs 429. He's been talking about doing something with patina now because I guess his nice shiny Mustang isn't too rusty enough for him, but I like the car. And then we'll have Thunderhead 289. He's trying to get his Galaxy going. Kevin, what year is his Galaxy? I know you know. I really don't know. It's like mid to late 60s, isn't it? But he's going to try and get that car done. It was he's got a small block for it, and it was already T5 swapped and 411 gears, I think, with a 9-inch. So it's a nice car. He said he's driven it a lot, and Then Kevin's gonna go. I don't. What is Kevin? What are you gonna take to Power Tour? Are you gonna take the? Well, I don't know if you want me to say. But yeah, I don't know what you're taking. Wildcat. Oh yeah, that's right. What, you gonna get rebuilt over the winter? Fix the old nail head. Because you don't have a higher stall converter. Had a cheap high stall and then went to a 9.5-inch FTI 34 to 3600 converter. Boy, what a difference. Yeah, this is a lockup 904. So aftermarket, finding a stall converter is not the easiest thing. The good thing about a Comp XE268 is that you can get by with a stock converter. I wouldn't recommend it, but you can. The one that I have is a rebuilt lockup converter that had, I think, they added a little extra stall to it. I think it was rated at like 2,500 RPM. So it definitely does the trick. It probably would like a little looser converter just to get off the line a little bit harder, because it's kind of tight, and whenever you punch it from a dead stop and you don't even load it up, it kind of bogs at first and then it wants to go. But it will spin the tires pretty good. So I think a little bit looser converter on this car would work a lot better. I did have a 2,800 RPM converter in it when I had the old Mopar Performance cam in it, but that was a mismatch. What about the orange truck? I'm letting my phone charge so that way I can go out there and look at it. I have a 50s Pontiac. I love a 55 Pontiac Chieftain. Quick question. Where do you think I could get a crappy 68 Dodge Charger that runs and drives, because there's been my dream car since a long time? I don't know, man. I'm looking too. I love the look of the Charger. Wish my Oldsmobile Delta 88 could sound like that. It definitely could. Dylan, you have inspired me with your builds. I purchased a 75 Camaro the other day that was parked in 95. Lots of work to be done. One day I'll get the Mopar done. Hey, 75 Camaro is a good car. It's a sweet body style. I love a 70. That's my favorite year. Glad I found your channel. It's made me want to go back to restoring cars. I miss taking something and making it beautiful again. Go for it. Absolutely. Wish people would stop asking you what color you're going to paint the Charger. Yeah, you get used to it after a while. That's just how it goes. Not going to happen. You should make the Charger a General Lee. No. Are you a Dodge guy? Nah. Can you do some of the go-kart, please? Sorry, my caps lock is stuck. I haven't had a go-kart in a long time, but maybe one day. Probably not, though. Here comes some more eggs. To me, generals out there, keep it unique. Absolutely. Kind of wish my truck had the rusty patina like your car. Yeah, I mean, you can fake it, but I wouldn't advise it. Just let it sit outside for a little while. It'll do it. These emojis are aggressive. Did the car originally come with power brakes? This car? No. It was manual drums all the way around, best I remember. Actually, it didn't even have any brakes. It just had the drums up front, but it didn't. I'm fairly certain it was manual. Yeah, because I took everything. I took brake lines. I took the proportioning valve, the booster, which it's a new booster, the new master cylinder too. But I took all that from my Dart Sport. Everything pretty much came from my Dart Sport. I have a 72 Oldsmobile 98 as a daily driver, and I'm working on a 73 Pontiac Catalina wagon, the 350 small block Chevy. Nice. I like a wagon, especially a Pontiac. What's better, Chevy, Ford, or Dodge? All three. Who loves Kias? Hey, I will say the Kia Stinger GT, the new Stinger GT, is pretty cool. I won't lie. I kind of like that. Hope you find a Plymouth Barracuda. Yeah, me too. Your cars are very excellent. I'm the real egg pun guy. Actually, the real egg pun guy is Thunderhead 289. He's the one who came up with that. How about a death-proof Charger? No one loves Kias. They're simply cheap transportation. I don't know. I think they've really rebranded themselves here recently. How many cars are in your fleet? I think 12. I almost bought another one today, and that was a bad idea. I wanted it badly, though. The OG Egg-mazing man. Absolutely. Where's my light? Let me go grab my light. Let me go look at Rump here real quick. He's outside. Looking forward to tomorrow's video. I have to go. So have a blessed night. Thank you very much. Have a great night. Also, you guys, get that crud off of it. It's the good stuff right there. Direct connection. I like Fords. Kevin, you like Dodges too. You want a Mopar. You just won't openly admit it. Yeah, get that direct connection stuff. That's the good stuff. Oh, Luke, come on. He just replied to the group chat. Let's go look at Rump. How much battery do I have? Not a lot, but we'll make it work. Here's Dad's orange truck. It was in here, I think, last week, right? This is the one that we put the 440 in out of the Warlock. You can see the Cordoba over there in the distance. Can you see it? Somewhere over there. There's the family heirloom F-150 chilling out. And then there's ye old Cordoba. I haven't started this thing in a while. I think the last time I started it was whenever Kevin and Luke were down and we were doing donuts in the yard. There's still grass and junk attached to it from whenever I was flying through the field. But I haven't driven it since then. I don't think it has a battery in it. And then there's the good old family heirloom F-150. Good truck all around. Stumpy's back there. And then old Rump, he's chilling out right here with the plastic bag covering him up so he doesn't get wet. See if he'll start. Oh, I know he will. It smells terrible in here. All right, let's put this light down. Don't let it have your clutch whenever your truck's in gear if you don't want it to move. Luke's here? Where's he at? What's paint? Everyone go follow Thunderhead 289. He's here. Yes, I did swap the clutch. Go watch my last video. That fast idle turned off. Let her. She's cold. This thing smells terrible in here. I'm gonna have to. I really want to deep clean it inside and fix a lot of the interior if I get the chance. Put a new seat in it. Do some other stuff. Let me shut her down. Put it in gear so it doesn't roll away. Kevin says I need to retell the heater core story now that Luke's here. He can give his side of it. All right, let's go back in the shop because it's freezing out here. Check out that. Look at those wheels. That's what I need on Rump. What do you guys think? Instead of the spare wheel from a Jeep and some wagon wheel. That wheel actually came off of Dad's orange truck. Mike, shut up. It's freezing for me. You know I'm used to warmth. Oh, also, just appreciate that. It's not 50 degrees anymore. It's in the 30s now, I think. It was just 53 or 50 something for the high. Leave me alone. It was cold. I had to wear a jacket. Okay, what was the story? Oh yeah, is Luke still here? Luke, hello. Make yourself known. I need to make sure he's here before I tell the story again because I don't feel like it. Grab my charger. Luke is here. Hello, Luke. Okay, so I told him the story about how I nearly melted your skin earlier with the heater core exploding on this car. So what happened was, the reason that this video is titled that I broke my car was it really like got worse whenever Luke went and rode with me, and I think that Luke was really on a death wish mission whenever he came here from Iowa. So I almost killed him twice. Yeah, I'll tell the backhead story too after I finish the heater core story. So I knew that the heater core had started to drip. I knew that it maybe something had corroded on it. I haven't looked yet, but I think that there was something that it was just not working right anymore. And I think it was stopped up and it ended up rusting, I guess. And it was starting to do a little slow drip. And so I wanted to take Luke out for a ride in it. I was going to take Kevin, but he got lost in the pool. He said it was hot, and he jumped in the pool, and I didn't see him for like 45 minutes, so I didn't know where he went. I said, Luke, just go for a ride in my car real quick. So I took him for a ride and taking him around the block. Now just, driving it normal. And I get on a straight, and I just open it up, went through first and second, and Luke said, is it raining? And I said, no, I don't think so. And I look over, and Luke is getting showered with antifreeze coming out of my heater box. He said, the rain's hot, there's something wrong. And he was getting just coated with hot antifreeze. And I didn't know what to do, so I just drove it back home. I mean, a lot of antifreeze was flying at him. And we got back, his shirt was covered, like his whole stomach was covered in antifreeze. And we laughed the whole ride home. And Luke was nice enough to, I didn't even ask him to, but he was nice enough to come back out here and wipe down the seat from where it was covered in antifreeze. So thanks, Luke, for that. And so I had to put the car up, and I almost killed Luke on that ride. And I put the car up, so now I'm in here trying to fix it, and that's the next project for tomorrow. I'm going to fix that. That's why it's in the shop. But the backhead story. So this one was pretty bad. This was a pretty bad experience for Luke. Only Luke was the one who got injured in this situation. So, so we're in my Duster, okay? And we were at Sonic, and this is where the Egg-mazing story comes in. Kevin's told that on his live stream. He was telling about, like, I think I told it. I don't know who told it. But anyways, there's, like, one of Luke's friends wanted an egg enormous burrito from Burger King, but he called it Egg-mazing instead, and we thought that was the funniest thing. So that just had happened. So that's why you see all these egg comments in the chat down below. So that all happened, and we were leaving. And the way that Sonic is where I live, there's a super deep ditch, or like not ditch, but like the drive, the entrance and exit has a really steep dip going from the road. And I was going down the hill like this, and then I saw a car coming to my left. So I hit the brakes pretty hard, and the cross member dug into the ground and stopped us dead in our tracks. And me and Kevin lurched forward a little bit, and Luke started to like ping pong bounce around the interior of my Duster. He hit his head on the dashboard. Like, I'll show you where he hit his head. Not on this card, but it was in my Duster. He actually left a dent in the dash of my Duster. I'm not even joking. I need to take a picture of that. He hits his head on the dash right here, and his head bounces off, hits the pillar right here. And he's like, ice is flying everywhere from his Sonic drink. It was down the back of his shirt. It was on me, on Kevin. Me and Kevin just like, it's like a bump in the road. We just kind of, did a little bump. Luke is doing this right here, bouncing his head everywhere. And he said, why does my back head hurt? Because we pulled over and checked the car. It was fine, but we cried the entire trip home because Luke's poor backhead crushed the dash and the pillar of my Duster. I want to go out and get a picture of my Duster dash where I have a picture of it. I do have a picture of it. I already took one. Tell you what, after this, I want to post a picture on the community tab on my channel. If you go to my channel and click community, then I will be posting a picture where the dent of Thunderhead 289's head left. His front head, not his back head. Oh, yeah, so it was a good fun time, and I appreciate them coming out and helping and working out. It was a fun time, and I wanted to make a comment because you see a lot of like YouTuber collaborations now, and sometimes they don't seem like they're genuine. You see some of them are like, oh, we're just doing this for the business side of it. We're doing this because we want to, make some money or get like the brand deal. We are actually all really good friends. Me, Luke, Kevin, and Mike, we're all really good friends. We talk every single day in a group chat. So when I say that like we're actually friends, we're really friends, and it was a lot of fun. So yeah, it was it was a lot of fun. We had a big time, and I really appreciate them coming down. So if you haven't yet, go subscribe to Luke, Kevin, and Mike, Thunderhead 289, Classic Mustangs 429, and Junkyard Diggs. I almost called him Junkyard Diggs 429 or 289. There's a lot of numbers. You can't take your friends anywhere. You're absolutely right. You cannot. Yeah, we're the Rust Avengers. What was the story on that? I don't remember. I think, what was it? Because we were like saying we assembled. We were talking about how we like came together to make a group. And I said we're the Avengers of Rust. And then I think Kevin said the Rust Avengers. So that's where it's so cheesy, but it works. Thunder Ping Pong. Thunder Ping Pong had 289. That's hilarious. But Thunder Ping Pong head. I love that. Yeah, Mike, you missed the trip. It was awesome. Mike couldn't make it because he had work, but he's definitely going to come to the next one for sure. Oh, man. I'm laughing. I'm laughing so hard at that. It was so funny. Backhead 289. Yeah, that's good. That is so good. Backhead 289. Oh, gosh. I need it, man. This is, my face hurts from laughing at that. That was hilarious. 74 D100, what happened to it? I still have it. It's full of parts. I actually bought a bunch of charger parts for this car, and it's loaded down in the bed of it. It's actually in the barn because I didn't want to get rained on. I need to go unload it. Let's see. Joker Diggs is an amazing channel. He's all right. He's pretty good. Yeah, go follow him if you haven't already. Look, I can tell you guys are actually friends. It makes the content more entertaining. Absolutely. And we didn't, like, they spent a weekend here, and we did not stop laughing that entire weekend. There's so many good stories out of that whole weekend. And I absolutely loved it. It was so much fun. And we just worked on cars for a whole weekend and did absolutely nothing. And made some videos and just did whatever. It was hilarious. And I don't know, it's hard to, like, find other friends who are interested in YouTube. I mean, even though they're in Iowa, they're like, what, 13 or 14 hours away. We still made it, pretty cool. Pong Head 289. Thunder Pong 289. So question, have you ever worked on square body Chevys? Yes, I have. Logan Jolly, my good friend, the one who bought the blue Charger that Dad used to have, the one that you saw the video on. You've all probably seen it. The abandoned Charger sits for 20 years, whatever. He owns that car. But anyway, yeah, he had I don't remember what year it was, 84, 85, square body, short bed, 350 automatic. He bought it for the drivetrain, and I helped him pull that out. That was back in high school. I think it was a sophomore in high school when that happened. Yeah, pretty sure. Sophomore or junior in high school, we pulled the engine transmission out of his truck for him. Who knows the general mayhem? Yeah. Me. Sell me that dart. 20,000. No, not really. I'm not going to sell this thing. Egg lighten. Have you gone to the F100 Super Nationals? Is your last name really McCool? Yes, it is really. And I've never been to the F100 Nationals. I've heard of it, though. I'm building an 82 Camaro with a 383 stroker. Any ideas? I don't know. But that's pretty cool. I want a Nova? Yes, me too. Birthplace. I'm not telling that story. That one needs to stay within us. What does this guy want to know about his 383? Yeah, Luke, you tell him. He knows. Luke knows things, stuff and things. If you want to learn, if you watch this satellite video, I left like a little note at the top that says, if you want, this is where you go to learn. Yeah, that's where you go. My dad has a Buick Regal Turbo T-Type, I'm guessing you mean? Like a T-Type 87, and we got a big Gen 2 Precision Turbo. Cool. I'm working on a 1971 Ford F100 Ranger XLT. You guys hear that? See, okay, here's the biggest issue when the Rust Avengers were a thing. We're all friends and everything, but they're all Ford guys. So I'm just sitting here. Mike is kind of like on the edge of like, he likes everything. But these two, Kevin and Luke, they're like Ford. And I'm just like, hey guys, I like Mopar stuff, you know? Yeah, Mike, I got you. You're like partially Ford. You're like 60% Ford, 30% Mopar, and then 10% at whatever else. So yeah, we're all good friends. I can look past that they're all Ford guys. Thunder Ford 289. They got some really cool cars. What supplier for disc brakes on your Charger? That is the Right Stuff Detailing. I had a box here somewhere. I don't know what happened to it. Is that it? No. There was a box here that had their logo on that I'll show you, but I don't know what happened to it. Oh yeah, here's the clutch and pressure plate out of Romp. Still haven't thrown it away. I want to hang it up as a reminder how garbage this thing was. Look at that. Just nasty. This throw-up bearing is shot. Look at that. That's not okay. That is not okay. I have grease all over me. That's good. What's your thought on the 07 Charger? I mean, I like them. Junk Ford digs. Lots of boxes. Yep, that's lots of boxes. And that's cold case right there. That's my radiator and electric fans. That's transmission fluid. I don't know what was in that box. I don't remember what was in those boxes over there. That was my serpentine stuff. And then there's Phytech nonsense back there. So, yeah. There's just boxes everywhere. I'm so excited for the day that I get to take all these boxes and throw them away because I'm tired of them. I need to really just clean out all the excess in here and get rid of, like, this box here in particular is just so in the way. Junkyard Thunder Hot Rods. That's actually his name. Wow. Death Rider 1974 Junkyard Thunder Hot Rods. Okay. I can respect that. I mean, if you can't pick one, just pick them all. Dylan, keep up the great channel. You inspire me to keep working on my Shelby Dakota. Thank you. And good luck. What's the story on the roadkill car that got stolen? All I know is that it was on a trailer and they took it off and then took it away. Like they unloaded it and then took it. That's really all I know. They all can be fun even though Ford and Dodge is so much better than Chevy. I like them all. What car you was going to buy today? I don't want to talk about it because it was a bad idea. But I wanted it so bad just to make a video for you guys because it would have been super cool. Okay. So I stopped and looked at a few cars this weekend, actually. And I kept sending these Ford boys pictures of it. What did I stop and look at? I stopped and looked at like a 71 Fastback Mustang. Found a warehouse full of Dodge trucks this weekend. And we might go back and do a video up there, though, because he was a really nice, he was a cool guy. What else did I look at? Oh, the car that I wanted to buy, which, don't laugh, but it was a 95 Cadillac DeVille. But the thing about it was, it's an LT1 car, so it's the 350, and it's, I think it's got the 700R4 automatic overdrive and everything, so it's a good drivetrain and everything, but it needs severe pressure washing. And you know that we like to pressure wash stuff around here on this channel, so I was so wanting to like get the car to pressure wash because it's white, and where it's at, it's just covered in like black soot and everything. So the car doesn't look white anymore, but it was white. And the paint under it, I rubbed the spot clean and it looks brand new under it. So I think we can pressure wash the car and clean it up and make it look nice. The only thing that was wrong with it was the water pump was leaking and it needed a set of tires. So, I mean, he didn't want a lot of money for it. He wanted like very little, but I just was like, is this a good idea? But pressure washing is so cool, and I think that it would like make one of the coolest pressure washing videos ever. So I'm thinking about it. I'm really thinking about it. I'm watching this live in your posted vids at the same time. Double dose of the McCool. That's awesome. Now those boxes had eggs. Dylan admitted. No, no, that'd be a lot of eggs. Junkyard Thunder McCool. Oh, good lord. The dude with the 12-year-old comment. You test the Phytech? No, it's just sitting on there. And I've mentioned it before, but I'm going to take it back off and put a carburetor on it when I break in the car, or the 440, because I do not want to have to be tuning the Phytech while that's going on. What? Where? What? Where? Who? You need a 68 Challenger. Well, they didn't make those, but that's okay. Fancy caddy. I know, right? Keep up the work. I love what you do, man. Thank you. 64 Dodge Sweepline is my dream truck. Yeah. I screenshot it. I'll throw it in the group later. It's a 383 kit. Okay. Probably the only 12-year-old watching this. That wasn't a North Star? No. This is not the what is it called? Cadillac. I'm drawing a blank. What is it? The North Star was in like the oh man, I just looked at it earlier. Eldorado. I think the Eldorados had a North Star, but no, this was an LT1. Was it a DeVille or a Fleetwood? I think it was a DeVille. Isn't the Fleetwood a wagon? Or no? Am I making stuff up? No, it was a DeVille though. A caddy can be amazing sleeper. Reminds me of the Cam Master. Yeah, I'd like a too old for North Star. Yeah, come pick up the '94 sedan DeVille at our place. I don't need it. I just wanted to pressure wash it. Had a '96 DeVille, but the head gaskets on them things are not reliable. Love Cadillacs too, and dang, it would have been cool to see a detailing video. North Star caddies are early 2000s. Okay, yeah, this was a 90. He said 95. I'm pretty sure. Did I say 96? I don't remember. But it was an LT1, and it is rear-wheel drive. I checked. I popped the hood and looked. It's an LT1. We're going to pick up a 74 Cadillac from Going to pick up a 1974 Cadillac from New Mexico for a derby in a few weeks. Well, that's sad, but okay. Charger needs a new paint job? No. I love how eggs have become a staple in our community. Yeah, pretty much. Rev and Kevin. That's what Emily and I call you. That's funny. Why are we talking about our ages now? I missed something. Revy Kevy. Is the caddy run and drive? It did not. He parked it where it sat, but the battery went dead and it had a flat tire. But it would. It definitely would. I was able to. I didn't get to jump start it, but I did get to see the gauges come on and everything, and I'm sure it would start. But I needed a good battery for it. It needs a battery and cleaning. And I mean, it probably need the basics like an oil change, maybe something to go in the gas tank. It hasn't been sitting for long. It's probably been sitting since, I think he said, like early summer. So maybe a few months. So it hasn't sat for a very long time. But the battery was too weak to actually start it, so I couldn't get it to work. But it needed a water pump gasket. He said the water pump was still fine, but it was leaking. DeVille's a front-wheel drive. This one was a rear-wheel drive. It's a 95. I'm pretty sure it was a DeVille. but it was a 95 rear wheel drive Cadillac LT1. I made sure to look under the car to see if it was rear wheel drive. I sent a link to my 68 440 Dart video in the comments. Check it out when you get the chance, please. And thank you. Cheers, Dylan. I appreciate your time and for answering my questions. Have a good night. Hey, I probably won't see it here, but if you want, send that to me to my email. It's dylanmccool1970@gmail.com. I don't see these chat comments after the fact, so just send it to my email and I can look at it then. Egg. 44 and feel old as dirt. You have the Fleetwood, Brougham, DeVille, DTS, DTHS. I think the 91 to 95 Brougham, DeVille, Fleetwood are great cars. They have the Chevy Caprice engine. Yeah, it's basically a Caprice, but just fancy. The interior was spotless too. I think it was like a crimsonish burgundy color. It was really pretty, and it didn't have any rips or anything in it. And it had the digital dash, and it was all like, cool and wild looking. But I liked it. I don't know. It was cheap, and I wanted to pressure wash it for you guys. So it's a thought. I might go back and get it. Probably leaking on the distributor if it had the LT1. Could be. Yeah, the thing about the LT1, it's set up like a Corvette, so they don't have like... Something's weird about the water pump on those things. I don't like think that I'm an expert because I don't know anything about them besides what this guy told me and what the little research I did. But he said the water pump was leaking, and the water pump is easy to change on those from what I could tell. But the distributor's weird or something. I don't know. I really need to look into it more. What is the most favorite car you've ever had or want? Oh man, I forgot to tell or show you guys like my newest vehicle. I need to show you guys that because I know you'll appreciate that. I need to make a video on it. That's what I need to do. Maybe I'll do that this week. The Caddy was famous for breaking the selector pin in the gear selector inside the automatic transmission. That's good. Honestly, I was only going to buy it just to do a pressure washing video. And if it was any good, then maybe clean it up and fix a few things, do some maintenance, and maybe drive it. Like actually have it as a daily because it was a nice car. But really just to see if I could pressure wash it because it would look cool. Can I send in my Camaro? Absolutely. The difference between DeVille and Fleetwoods are window posts. DeVille don't have them. I don't remember if I had one. American Farmer 27 sent $2. Nice car. Can I have a shout out? Absolutely. Anybody who sends money, I'll automatically give you a shout out. But you don't have to do it. Absolutely don't. But if you send money, I'm going to like say your name and everything. So thank you. Should have got it, done a detailed video, then sell it. I might go back. I don't know. It was just... See, the problem is I have way too many things going on as it is right now, car-wise. But it just seemed like something that would make a quick little video of pressure washing it and cleaning it up just to see it, have some fun with it. What's the deal with the black dark convertible? I got a 68 convertible. It's a factory 60. It's a 69 GT convertible. Dad did red interior, red stripe, and it's a 340 XZ car. Not from the factory, but it is. Now, those digital dashes are a nightmare when they act up. Me working on those when I worked at the dealership. It worked. That's what I was worried about, that it wouldn't work, but it did work. No offense, but don't you have enough projects? Yeah, that's why I was saying I have too many. But the only reason I was going to get it was just to do a quick pressure wash video and then sell it or do something with it. Be the bearing in the water pump that's probably gone. I don't think he said the water pump was fine. It was just leaking. Have a 68 Roadrunner 383 and thinking FiTech. Really hope you can video your installation experience. I will. I absolutely will. I'll tell you guys all about it when that gets to that point. My email, dylanmccool1970@gmail.com. Kev, stop calling. God, why can't you guys just text each other? My chat is not where you should come chat. Just text each other. How'd you break the car? Heater core. Shout out my Facebook. Dylan McCool on YouTube. Don't friend me on Facebook. Just go like my page. You can send me a message there. If you send me a message to my personal account, I won't respond. But if you send it to my Facebook page, I will. Or my email, dylanmccool1970@gmail.com. Patient status, bad heater core. Is that bird poop on your fender? I don't know. No, I think it's actually a paw print. This thing is basically like a barn find now. That's what it's abandoned. Let me title this video Abandoned Dart Revival. Can we tag you on Insta of our projects, or better off Gmailing me? Please just send it to my Gmail, because I have that account just for projects and questions, and it'll be so much easier for me to keep up with it. Stop reading our conversations. Well, stop having your conversations right in front of my face. Please. I'm kidding. If you guys want to talk about your lovers' quarrels on my chat, then by all means. My dad was buying Caddy and Pontiac non-runners from London auction in the UK back around in the 60s when it was shillings and pence. Huh. Busted Mopar suck. I have to get my Grand Fury running. Go for it. Finally got a 383 in my Duster. I have no regrets. That's awesome. $2 from William Nelson. Recommendations for a 440 rebuild spec books. Now, there are a lot of books out there, like how-to books. But if you're looking for just like factory stuff, let me show you something here. It's pretty neat. I'm gonna unplug. Let me show you this book. Dad's had this book since before I was even born, like way longer than I've been alive. But it's got all sorts of torque specifications. Let's look at, let's see, Chrysler Corporation. Let's look at a Charger. No, a Charger will be in here. It's 72. So let's look at Dart C112. And let's look at cylinder head removal and installation. Is there's like one for torque specs, isn't there? I thought there was like a specific one for it. I don't remember. Yeah, we'll go to C132. Oh yeah, here we go. Look here. Check all this out. Tune-up specifications by year, like timing, how to gap the spark plugs, all that good stuff. Idle speed, different transmissions, or yeah, different engines, and then torque specifications. So for like cylinder head bolts for a slant 6, 70 foot-pounds. You get your firing orders. Pretty cool. It's nice to have a book because you can just go right to it and look at it. And let's see, 72, 340. It tells you how many pints to refill after draining for a transmission. How big the tank of gas is. So I guess it's a 16-gallon tank. Cooling system, how many quarts. It's pretty cool. But yeah, it's got all sorts of capacities, valve specifications, torque specs, all good stuff. And then how to repair stuff. Yeah, if you can find an old Chilton book right there, that'll tell you a lot. But you can go online and find a lot of this stuff too if you can't. But teach Kev how to read. He's too far gone. I can't teach him now. Dylan, you can't read. Can I not read? I can't read because there's actually 170 people watching me read right now. So I get like stage fright, I guess. So reading is not my best whenever people are watching me read. What did I misread? Did I read something wrong? I don't remember. Anyway, you need something different. I have a lot of different things. I have a charger. You left the milk unlocked. What are you talking about? What year is the 440 block? 76. 77, I think, or 76. I don't remember. Does the charger need trunk or floorboards? Yes, both. It's been a while since I've seen Chiltons. My papa talks about them all the time, as if they're a source of forgotten knowledge, and they are. This thing, I've used it a lot. Even whenever I know I can look it up faster on the computer or my phone, I just like to flip through the Chilton's book because it's so handy. And you got pictures and all this stuff. And I mean, this is all, was it a Ford shifter? Yeah, right there. It's pretty neat. And it tells you the different years for like different cars. These are Mercury Matador, or these, not Mercury Matadors, AMC Matadors. And it tells you like what the grills look like for different years. It's pretty cool. Where is that Dart? C112. Yeah, look here. So we've got Duster grills, 72, 73, 74. And then there's my car right there, 72, Dart and Demon. So look, here we are right here. Here we are. Tell Chug hi. Luke's gotta go. Good luck, Luke. Do you have any ideas for an 82 Camaro with a 383 stroker? I did respond earlier. I don't know anything about them. I'm sorry. I like the children's books because there's lots of pictures. Chiltons. All right, guys. I think I'm going to call it a night. So if you got any just burning questions, now's the time to ask. Fire away. It's a late one. Junkyard Diggs, are you in Canada? He's in Iowa. He's a corn boy. Do you happen to know how much it would cost to repair a chassis my 7300's work? I guess it just depends on the extent. What about Rump? Rump's outside. I started him earlier. If you go back and watch this this video, I don't remember when it was, but I went outside, actually started it. Thoughts on an 03 Mustang V6? I drive one every day. Mine's an 04. Love it. Well, kind of. It's too small. You have awesome car videos. Thank you. Have a Chilton for Chargers and Cornet 69 to 71 that comes in handy. Bought at a yard sale for 50 cents. Yeah, absolutely. You can find a lot of stuff that you normally wouldn't find anywhere else, and it's like, I mean, it's pretty reliable too, because it's all like coming from directly from the manufacturer. I would never leave Rump in the cold. Okay. Do you collect Hot Wheels? I used to. Kev, you're literally texting. What are you guys talking about? Classic Mustangs 429. Ever run up on any old Mercury trucks up there? He's got one, I think. Don't you? Isn't that what was that one you were showing in your live stream? Wasn't it a Mercury? $2 from William Nelson. Print year of that Chilton's book. I think it was, is it 84? Yeah. 1984. Just sold one last month. Okay, yeah, he did have, I remember him having one of those Mercury trucks. It's pretty cool. Is the F100? Okay. Yeah, I think you mentioned that you had a showing that truck. You had a Mercury at one point. Are you going to turn the Charger into a General Lee clone? Pink General Lee. I do have the Merc frame and a spare cab. Okay, yeah, the one that had the flathead. Then the guy put it on like a new frame, and then you bought the old frame, and you went, I don't know what you're going to do with it, but you got it. Yeah, 53. I was a little bit tired. Whew, it's been a long day. Well, we're going to leave off on this just nice little 360 here. This nice Dart. I appreciate all you guys for coming out. It's been a lot of fun. I love doing these live streams. You guys are pretty cool to talk to, even though I'm walking around talking to a phone in my hand. But it's really cool to talk to you guys and you know, have a communication. And this is the easiest way for me to talk to you. So I'm really always usually going to do this live stream. If everything goes according to plan, I will always do this live stream. Sunday nights at 8 p.m. Central. So if there's ever a time when you're like, oh, hey, I wonder if Dylan's doing a live stream. If it's Sunday night at 8 p.m. Central, you bet. So just be on the lookout for that every week, pretty much. And usually Kevin, Luke, and Mike are going to be here. I always tell them when I do a live stream. And maybe we can talk one of them to do a live stream next after I get off. But anyways, thanks, Kevin. Thanks, Mook. Thanks, you guys, for being here. I appreciate it. And we will hopefully get that video out tomorrow. I have to do a little bit more editing to it, but it should be out tomorrow. And it's on the charger of stuff that I did with things up front here. So we're making some good progress. Probably going to work on it again tomorrow and film a little bit more. So be on the lookout for the video tomorrow on this car. And with that, I will talk to you guys later and see you in the next one.